you just drop a Twix in a bottle of lotion?
Fucking bucket nut.
Bucket nut.
Just dropping loads.
Oh my God. That's a voice to leave my whole family for.
He said, baby, tell the kids I love them. You can tell them.
I was like, it randomly got real over there. I'm probably not coming home.
He said that.
She's like, you kind of kidding, right? I was like, not anymore.
Not even a little bit.
The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Shane, nor Johnny, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness. I'm your host, Shane, here with my dog, Johnny B, and my other dog, J. White. How you boys doing?
Doing good, good.
Special episode 21, ain't it?
Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah.
Special episode 21, ain't it?
Ain't it?
Can you do something for me?
Yeah, hey, 21.
Can you do hey, look at the shoulders. Let's go, Chris, stop.
Not that's not why it's a special episode. It's a special episode because we got the creator, the owner of Kinda Kidding Podcast. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you're already behind, so make sure you catch up. We got here today with us the Jeremiah.
What
up, J-My?
The Jeremiah.
How you doing, boy?
I'm doing real well. How are you?
Good. How's everybody's day?
Can't complain. My son just had a really good flag football game, so
He went for 300.
he was a defensive monster today.
Okay.
They were up so much that they couldn't handle the ball because he's one of the people that score every time.
Just
so
too good.
we started working with the kids that needed more work because we were up by 21.
Can you do something?
21.
Every time.
That's gonna be the theme of this episode. I swear to God. Johnny B, how you doing, boy?
I'm doing good, man. My son, he just I'm kidding, nigga. I ain't got no kids.
I almost spit water everywhere.
I don't think I got any kids. And nigga, if I do and you know it's mine, you just keep thugging it out, whatever single mom's keeping the secret. Just
Hey, you're doing them a favor, though, because statistically, most number one draft picks grow up without a father. So you come back later.
You get your check. I mean, make sure you check on them is what I meant to say. Did I say get your check?
I hope
You just got to be there on draft day. Show your support. Don't be that guy.
I hope that nigga is like top tier successful, and he I go begging and shit, and he just thinks he's dogging me out. He's like, I'm not giving you no M's, Dad. He's like, I'm only giving you like 100,000. I'll be like, oh man, I'm just act upset. And
He's like, man, I would prefer 21.
I'd honestly just go buy a whip and then I'd skirt off and never talk to that nigga again.
Stupid as fuck. Nigga just pulled off in a fucking new Maybach for no reason.
Why
I just bought a Tercel.
I can't stand him.
He just hit it with the NFL owner ladder. He's like,
He owns 3 Negroes still.
We still allowed to say Negro?
Wait,
Yeah. Oriental's off the table though.
and who the fuck you just said owns 3? Who owns 3 Negroes?
No, it's cool. Jeremiah.
What?
Jeremiah, how you doing, dog?
I'm real good. Super good.
Welcome to the show, baby.
I appreciate it. It's nice in here.
Hey,
It's nice in here.
We moving up.
I mean, you got lighting, you got paint, you got this dope ass fucking chair.
Hey, you can blame them, nigga. I bought these 3. These niggas came together to get one.
can y'all
I don't know why you niggas trying to act fancy. It smells like sex in here.
Y'all was fucking in here without me?
He said without.
You said
All right, so episode 21 is just going to be Jody, me, and Jeremiah.
He said we here at 7. I didn't know it was like a hard deadline.
Nigga missed the spit roast.
He said 7 o'clock. He called me. He said 7 o'clock. When are you coming?
Yeah.
I said, see you when.
So is this the first podcast you've ever been on besides your own?
It is. It
Yeah.
is. This is the first time. I think I was I the first phone call?
First phone call. Wait, find the clap button. Give this nigga a round of applause, boy. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Round of applause.
Where's that?
Come on now. Hurry up, nigga.
It's cool. Ain't nobody.
Nigga, if you can't find the clap button, we're gonna make you. We're gonna make you get up.
Let's give him a round of applause. Nigga, he's the first.
I say we make J Dog get up and clap with his ass cheeks.
How the fuck did we?
Who's in charge of guest relations?
No, this is. Hey, no, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. For the round of applause, we'll hit it with the
gun. Shout out, dog.
Hey, that's how they applaud. That's how they applaud niggas in like the Congo and shit.
Yeah.
Stupid. Or how they get married.
I'm telling you, it's a good movie. For real.
Yeah, you ever seen those videos? They get married over in like Saudi Arabia. They be at the weddings, AKs, just five. Stupid. Oh God, seen this video one time. I cannot make this shit up.
That's why they dance like that, because the chandelier glass be fucking with them. You gotta shoot the lights out every goddamn time.
It's crazy, dog. I seen this one video. I shit you not. They're out and like there's this building and they're out front and it's all dirt and the wedding people are all coming out and they're out there and they're fucking busting off rounds and this nigga has one. You can tell he's been drinking. He's just fucking fucking he's firing. He's firing off and as he drops his gun, he fires one more off and just fucking domes in there. He just fucking
shut the fuck
just
up.
catches a whole body.
And is that why you shook me down at the door and made me check my pistol?
What's
the real reason?
I'm not gonna lie. This nigga just knows how to go left, don't he?
Yeah,
He should have been a NASCAR driver. Nigga. He said, "Yeah, it was hella funny. I was watching this video. This nigga just and then he decapitated the nigga with the bullet. 323 went right through it. I said, nigga, what? Oh my god." Okay.
3 sentences before that, we were talking about a wedding, and now we're talking about a funeral. He was like, one wedding and 2 funerals.
He said, "Man, how life comes at you fast."
I wasn't really going left. That kind of shit be just happening, dog.
Yeah.
So speaking of that shit comes out about 60 miles an hour.
Anyways,
hey, hold up before because we always
put a speed gun up to it.
I just Googled
who
it.
held the speed gun. Hey, real talk though, can you not chew in that? Because it's the camera. I mean,
I forgot I had gum in my
he doesn't
mouth.
know, bro. He can't help himself. We'll be eating him like. I said, "Are you giving head or eating tacos, nigga? What are you doing,
Nigga, you know if I was
he's like, head of tacos.
So did you just spit on that carne asada?
He unwraps the burrito.
It's a goddamn dog.
Hey, before we get too far, how are you doing, Shane? Because we fucked up every week, so like we gotta get better about
I
that.
appreciate niggas actually giving a fuck because you all about to walk in next week, me just hanging.
Hey, but I'm doing. He said, "How's it hanging? How's it hanging?"
I'm good though.
It's not funny. Don't go fucking off yourself, nigga. But this nigga is the only nigga I know. If I walked in on him saying some shit and then he knew I was in the room, his dead ass would wake up real quick to fucking say some shit like, "Nigga, this is your fault," or "Guilt trip me." And then he would just go back to being stone cold dead.
Dumb as fuck. But I've been good. Thank you for asking. You know, I'm glad to have this full on.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know at home,
Oh, shit.
Jeremiah is my cousin and my cousin. My cousin's cousin and my cousin. So we're all cousins. This is the only lame ass fuck nigga who ain't related.
I'm like a stray dog, but everyone knows those ones are the coolest.
Yeah. You just, he's saying that because it's like about to adopt one. I can't stand it. I can't stand
All
it.
strays are neutered.
Yeah. Anyway. Whoa.
All our strays neutered? Are
yeah.
they? Yeah, damn.
Yeah. about like fucking the streets.
I'm gonna adopt some. I might get on my Brad and Angelina tip and just adopt one of them little African niggas. You know what I'm
We still talking about dogs?
Yeah, from one of them little niggas from the 25 cents a day commercials.
He said
The UNICEF.
You can pick one of the midgets up for cheap.
oh my god,
You know how cheap it would be to feed that motherfucker?
Well, they already got the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl.
You could give this nigga a piece of bread and a glass of water, and he would look at you like you were the savior, and he'd be good for like a week. Hey, that'd be the most low maintenance
what's
kid.
wrong with him?
Somebody get him.
Y'all do this every week?
So we have to do it.
Y'all record for like 3 hours and find the best 45 minutes?
Nope.
This shit is crazy.
Just an hour, bang. Just straight in, cuz. No
Yeah, just
editing.
straight banger.
So don't say no fucked up shit.
No foreplay or nothing.
Don't say how you cheated on your baby. Just like, don't talk about your sneaky links.
Century Link.
I'm not worried about that.
He just throws the cup in his face, splashes.
He said, I'm not worried.
The statute of limitation 20 years. What is it?
What the fuck is wrong with your table?
Hey, what has been the hardest part of the
This
podcast journey?
The hardest part of my podcast journey?
Yeah, so far. Like, that you didn't expect to be the hard part.
Talking to my fucking self.
Yeah, because it's kind of different, huh? Because
Man.
like we obviously
Like, this
there's
shit-
multiple of us, so we're having a conversation.
Yeah, and I don't have anybody to bounce anything off of. Like, I have thoughts in my head. My creative process...
Tread carefully. Tread carefully,
he's
my
not gonna steal my
nigga.
No, because that's where I do my best, nigga. Is I'm good with talking to myself. I'm talking
No,
to my head right now.
I'm talking about him bouncing it back on somebody. Anyways, go ahead.
Give me my back. No, for real. I got these thoughts, and I have this. The content has been created.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this my whole life, talking, telling stories, explaining how life is for me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I want to project that to a random, see what I did there?
No, I see you.
When I want to get randomly real on my podcast, I don't have a conversation. I'm talking my ideas to an audience that can't communicate with me for a few days.
Yeah.
So I'll talk and I'll get this story out, and then I'm waiting for an eye movement. I'm waiting for someone to laugh. I'm waiting for someone to...
And you just got to keep it going.
Man, I got to keep going.
It's hard, huh?
Yeah, talking to yourself. Now, I grew up with not very many friends, so you would think, you just this guy out on an island by yourself. You spend a lot of time by yourself. Mm-hmm. This should be easy because you're by yourself. Mm-hmm. But I'm not telling stories to nobody.
Right.
I'm thinking things through on my own.
Right.
But in a podcast where I want to project a message, I have no instant validation that my message has been received by anybody. You guys can fuck around with each other. Mm-hmm. You could tell a joke, hear a laugh. That's a win. Mm-hmm. You could tell a story. They cannot
And agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I tell something, and I just gotta hope it works, mm-hmm. and I gotta wait for the feedback. That's why every episode afterwards, I'm constantly telling people who have listened, I'm thanking them.
Right.
Like, thank you for coming back. I appreciate the text message. Thank you for the email, because that's the only validation I can have.
So do you think that makes it easier, or is that like, because you're saying it's kind of difficult, right? Mm-hmm. But do you think that's also a pro because you get to... The show gets to go exactly how you want it to, but it's hard. It's just harder to get there.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you hit it right, nail on the head.
Yeah.
It's my podcast is 100% my creation. Mm-hmm. If it bombs, I did that.
Right.
If it's great,
I did that. Right.
Mm-hmm. However, the chances of it being better, I feel like would be easier if I
with
had
more. Yeah.
And the content, 45, I like to keep between 40, 45 minutes. Sometimes it goes a little longer, but the content for me, I have to carry that the entire time. I can't hope that someone tells a 10-minute story and I only got to worry about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So every now and then I'll call, like I called my sister on an episode just because I was like, I want to talk to my sister. She don't live here, so the only way I could talk to her is through this telephone. Mm-hmm. But I recorded it at the same time and made that my content, because that is the message, the stories that she was telling me is what I wanted to portray, but I can't do that because she's not with me.
Right.
You and I could tell stories here, and we could just tell stories, forget the cameras, forget anybody's feedback. That could be an episode. You guys can joke around. That's an episode. But you turn this part of the reason I don't have video yet because I'm not comfortable.
That was my next question: are you audio or video only?
I'm 100% video or audio.
Yeah.
Most of it is because there's nothing to see.
Look, what are you talking about? Look at that beard,
That
boy.
motherfucking face.
If I was a mother or two, boy, I want your body.
If these cufflinks weren't tight, I'd show you some tattoos.
Asian Ice Cube.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga said Asian Ice Cube.
And they used to call me Ice Cube for like 20 years.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. And then somebody,
look like
somebody at the zoo was like, hey, if DJ Khaled and Ice Cube had a baby,
Oh my
it would be you. And I wanted to throw him in the motherfucking tiger cage.
You said another one.
I said, we the best.
That's funny though. You low key dressed like you auditioning for Friday, nigga. I see you, boy.
Well, I wear these big ass clothes because I'm a big ass dude.
No, I'm talking about the flannel, not the size.
I know. Earlier you said, hey, wear big clothes because the camera puts on.
I said, hey, fat nigga, if you coming through here, nigga,
Nah,
double
real talk.
XL or up.
Real
huh?
talk. I wore this because Johnny told me that I couldn't get through the metal detectors. And I said, if I put on more layers,
They ain't gonna
he ain't
search
going up.
every layer.
And then I sat down on this chair and heard biggie, biggie.
Stupid.
So I had to go put it in the car.
Dumb
Hey,
as
so
fuck.
whoever's listening or watching this, if you don't hear from me in a few days, it's because Johnny B disarmed me.
None of that shit is true. This nigga is not strapped. I patted him down. I put my thumb in his ass.
Yeah.
All that. This nigga is not strapped.
He said he don't got a gun, but he cocked.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah, first off, that surprised me. That surprised me. 'Cause that was one of the
about to
first.
get real
That was
funny
one of the
there,
first
nigga.
spots I touched where I patted him down. I was like, I haven't even really been touching that long. Why is this nigga already ready to shoot?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. See, I lifted up my shirt and showed him the pistol, and he still went somewhere else. And I was like, well, maybe I brought something else. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Brought a 45 and a 9.5.
Stupid.
Like
It's 3 1/4.
You said it's a 357.
I've listened to all
Magnum.
11 of your episodes, and I like to the point that you were saying where
yeah.
the way you talk to your audience that obviously can't give you any feedback right there, and the way you're like, hey, I'm so thankful you guys came back. Like, you know how like sometimes Johnny, he'll be like, we don't got enough followers. Fuck these niggas, right? Like, you know the exact opposite.
My favorite was when he goes, if you guys are listening to episode 20, yo, you dumb motherfuckers need to go back and start over. And I was like, damn. If I was new, I'd be like, am I scared into listening?
My favorite thing is every time he goes to do a sign out, he'll be like, hey, what's good? It's Johnny B. Said, nigga, they watched the whole episode. They know who it is. Instead of being
So
just
it's
like, Johnny B, have a good, no, it's motherfucking Johnny B, 202-803. So, nigga, what are you?
Okay, first off, I don't even know those numbers. And second off,
3 H's, 3 9, 4 I's, and 2 E's.
I just
It's
like
the opposite approach on
you
fan
can't-
support.
you
Like
can't-
he's giving credit to the amount of people that are
Regardless
watching.
if it's 4 people.
If it's 4 or 400,
Yeah.
you're like, the 186 ain't good enough. So I appreciate you niggas a little bit,
But go watch
you
this
need to
again.
go get and recruit a whole nother set of niggas.
First off, when it comes to me saying my name, nigga, you can't ever get too much marketing. It's your boy Johnny B. In case you didn't know, you just came to tune in just now, and you just happen to your thumb slipped and you clicked and you came in right now. Now you already know what my name is, nigga. And
It's got 2 H's, 2 N's, 2 I's, 2 E's.
yeah, and as far as all these niggas following us, man, it's just because I want y'all to help us be our best so you can enjoy us the most, so it's a win-win. And I'm trying to also get paid off this shit, nigga. So follow our shit. Don't be fucking whack, nigga. And tell your motherfucking friends to share our shit, like our shit, follow our shit.
Back to regular scheduled programming.
Do I blink twice if I'm in trouble?
Hell yeah. Nigga, look at me. Make eye contact with me when you need it.
Look at me, but look at him. But listen to him, but talk to me.
Hey,
God.
last nigga that came up in here and tried to pull that pineapple safe word shit didn't go well. So don't worry if niggas can hear you.
Mango.
Don't worry about those bars on the windows, nigga. It's normal.
Like-
Let me just lock this shit.
So to get back to Kinda Kidding podcast,
Oh shit.
what's your least favorite thing about doing podcasting? Would you say it's that's your solo, or is it just the time that it takes, or because you edit it and stuff, correct?
Yeah, I'm my own editor, my own producer, my own sound guy.
Yeah, you sound good too, boy.
I thought you had a sound guy, because when I'm listening to the episode, you'd be like, "Hey, hey, tighten it up over there."
Secrets out.
Okay,
I'm yelling at my fucking self. In case y'all were wondering on those episodes, I did. Hey, sound guy, you fucking suck. Sorry, that's my thing. Hey, you know what? And nobody can see me. You know what's really fucked up is I get so into this. I truly love it. I complain, I bitch a lot sometimes about some things, but I truly love it. Like, I feel like radio, I used to DJ, I used to MC, I used to get on stages and just belt to the world, right? And I felt like radio was something I was going to be into one day. And then for whatever reason, the radio dream, maybe I didn't pursue it really, but the radio dream died. Podcasting killed the radio DJ. You know what I mean? So when podcasting became a thing, the first thing I said is, I want to do that. I can do that. I could be one of those guys. And I said that shit for years. And I think in one of my early episodes, 1 or 2, or I gave y'all credit actually.
Yeah, it was episode 2.
I gave y'all credit actually for doing this, because I had approached people all the time. Y'all want to do a podcast? Y'all want to do a podcast? And I think to other people, it was like, yo, Jeremiah's got big dreams, but he don't ever, if it's not related to his family or his dogs, it's hard to tell if Jeremiah's gonna do it, because I would just wake up one day and a goal has been accomplished, but nobody knows if I pursued it ever. Yeah. It just happens, and I'm happy, So I told people I wanted to do this podcasting thing, and everybody was just like, yeah, you should. The support I got was, yeah, you should. It's like the same. It's like when you walk in and say, man, I was thinking about going to the gas station to get some candy. I'm gonna say, yeah, you should. I don't want to fucking go with you. Yeah. But I'm trying to support what you want to do. Yeah. So I felt like that's all it was. I want to support what you want to do, but I don't want to do it.
You don't need that fat nigga.
It's stupid. It's like,
so I said, fuck it. Y'all did it. And I said, man, that's cool. I listened to it. I said, that sounds fun. I watched it. I said, that looks fun. Now, aside from video, I said, I could do this. So y'all doing it. I mean, I read this quote earlier today. Somebody said, people don't normally get the flowers. People don't normally get their flowers while they can still smell it. And I felt that at that moment in that time, and even right now, I needed to provide y'all with flowers, because y'all need to know that that meant something to me. So if this becomes something for me, great. If it doesn't, it's cool. I had fun doing it. But to your question, the shit that I don't like about podcasting is literally the time it takes after it's created to get the validation that it was good. Right. I mean, editing is part of the work. You can't just spit in the mic, or you can't record a song and just be like, yeah, it's done. You got to put in the work to get it out to somebody. But if no one says, yes, I liked it, or if you don't see plays, I joke around about it a lot because I'm a numbers dude. So I'll put out an episode and I'll sit there and just scroll. I'm like, 1 play, 2. It's been out for 3 hours. I got 2 plays. This is not trending well. The episode must suck.
He said, I'm going to quit.
Yeah. I'm going to give up. You know?
Yeah, you
but
can't do this yourself.
That's the part I don't like. It's just the waiting for someone to say you did good. Or,
see, and obviously we have video with ours, because I'm a big believer, and I only watch podcasts. I don't listen to them, I
just watch them.
So I'm a big believer that, especially with people that have personalities like us, it translates onto camera well. It's funnier when you, like, if I say something funny, like you just said, how you did for sound guy, you know what I'm saying? People don't know that you're just yelling at yourself. Yeah. But if you were on camera, they would know, and obviously it'd be.
But I get that.
Right.
Part of my creative process is, it's like reading a book when you were a kid. I didn't have tablets. I couldn't just
You had to use your imagination.
So when I hear people do that, because I come from my podcasting experience is all audio.
Yeah, right.
Like, to be honest with you,
right.
I think your podcast and maybe some of the Joe Rogan podcast might be the only ones I've ever actually watched.
Right. And because he only listens to it. And so that's why I'm saying is obviously people have different preference on how they take in information, or how they can, like, he can pay attention to something not watching it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just listening to it, playing with the kids or doing yard work, whatever it is, like he's listening to it the whole time. If I'm not watching it or focused on it, it's like,
well, and I can't. I'm the opposite. I have to hear. Like if I could watch a movie, I could watch a TV show, but I have to listen to the podcast because remember what I said. I was a radio lover. I loved the radio. When I lived in Europe, it was all radio. If I wanted to listen to English speaking content when I was a kid living overseas, I had to be on the radio. We didn't have the internet. The internet didn't exist. Honestly, the internet wasn't even created.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I didn't have that. I couldn't watch anything. So I'm still living, I
aging
guess,
himself, ain't he?
Well, I guess I'm not like
Back in my day, I wasn't even able to say, God,
the reason why I don't do and I do now consume more video podcasts than ever. Like if we're gonna go and Netflix the night away, me and wifey or whatever,
Right.
she's like pushing for like she's pushing for fiction. Is fiction where it's fake? Like, you know what I mean? Where it's,
fiction.
we're talking about Grey's Anatomy. It's like, this is dope as fuck. It's like, yeah, because they just hand wrote the shit.
Yeah, they made it be dope as fuck.
Yeah, so when I feel like I'm wasting time when I'm watching anything like
Scripted
that.
shit.
So then like the podcast like feeds my, like that I'm getting like real information and it's not fluff. It's not fake. Like, and I've been going in on the fucking athletes. Like Terrell Davis was on the pivot last time and it's like, nigga, I've been waiting to hear from Terrell Davis, like
forever.
for real, because like when our players that when they were like booming, it was only what ESPN gave you.
Yeah.
Yep, had 20 carries, nice shot, that's it. But you were like, I just heard your dad died. You showed up to the game, balled out, but that's all I got to see.
You didn't hear the reason or the
Yeah.
And that's why I like I don't watch it, but the Kelseys, the brothers,
the podcast episode
like,
or the
I
podcast.
feel like that shit is as real as it can get.
All of them dudes are just changing the way that you're getting to see the athlete. And it's like, if this is what we were used to in the 90s and early 2000s, it just like went up like 1,000%. I'm ODing.
Right.
All the other kids was like, we've always had access to Ja Morant like this,
But
like this. But it's like, to me, I'm sitting there like...
Right, and they're doing it because they want to control the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
No
like,
one gives a fuck about Adam Schefter anymore.
Right.
You know, you're learning about deals through these
Through
podcasts.
the people that actually are doing them.
The best friend of the guy that got the deal knew first. And he's on the podcast breaking news of the money that his boy just got. And then the ticker comes across as
You guys ever seen Bussin' with the Boys? No free promo. That's their thing. That's what they like to do.
That's what
But
they
it's
do.
a cat named Will Compton. He's like a
Will
backup.
Compton?
Yeah, linebacker.
He played for Washington.
Yeah. And
The Redskins.
and the Raiders. He played the Oakland Raiders. And he played for a couple other teams, but his best friend is Taylor Lewan, the tackle for the Titans. And they have a podcast, and it's literally a bus that's just broke down, chilling in a warehouse. They decked it out and just posted up, having people on it. Like they had the people from that Fred Taylor and the Pivot cast.
Okay.
There, you know, so it's dope because they, like you said, they're actually having these deals and having to do the ins and outs of all these deals. Right, exactly. So it's cool because they control the narrative. They're not going to just be like, whoa, blah, 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 and make them look bad how an ESPN does. Well, they'll tell it one-sided story or whatever it may be.
So-and-so is looking for so-and-so. He's holding out because of this reason when they could say, well, I know ESPN wants to tell you that he's holding out for more money, but he's really holding out because of the disrespect and the other clause.
Yeah.
And they're not, the NFL's not going to report on itself.
And that's low-key, I like... People were like, AB's crazy, and I think he is to an extent. But I also think that he's keeping it real, and niggas aren't used to people blatantly talking about the NFL and the higher-ups like that. And he's like, you don't want me to play, you tell me to...
When the machine wants you gone, they control all of that media. So the only voice you have is a podcast, is a friend
interviews with other
Allen
platforms.
Iverson, during his time, if he was able to be on podcasts and tell us, like... We would have, like, we already knew he was, like, we knew that he was good and we would stand on that side. But if we were listening to the media, we would be like, he's bad. But it's like, no, like, they're telling him he can't have braids, he can't have this.
Tattoos and all this.
And he's probably like,
and he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Do rags to the game and shit.
Yeah. Well, because everybody wanted to dress like Jordan. Everybody, Ed Stern wanted Allen Iverson to be
the next Jordan.
He wanted Allen Iverson to be the face of the NBA. the young NBA. But he couldn't because he didn't like that hip hop mentality. There's a great documentary. I think it's called Iverson.
Yeah. I've seen it.
I've seen it too.
It's amazing.
It's fire.
It's
That
amazing.
nigga's like fully responsible for fucking, niggas fucking bringing the culture
For
and the
fucking
style.
niggas.
And the,
He was fully responsible for fucking niggas.
He said, lovers and friends, but fucking never crossed my mind. We were so dumb on that. We'd be like, I was like, damn, I wouldn't even want to do that.
but it being acceptable to like be blasted down and to like to dress a certain way before the game and show up, because they used to be like obligated to wear suits and have this whole persona, and he was like, nigga, this is my job. I'm gonna be me, but I don't have an office job, so I'm not fucking doing some office people shit. And he just kept it a bug, dog. Iverson's dope as fuck.
Well, he wanted originally. He considered, because he was a young dude trying to get the Rookie of the Year. He idolized Michael Jordan. He was considering trying to form and mold himself into the image that the NBA wanted. But the moment that he saw all the young guys be disrespected and they were saying, "Hey, you can't have an identity." It's not the fact that you should mold to our identity. It's
But
that
you can't
couldn't
have the one you want, right?
I mean, think about this. In 2023, or I guess it's 2021, 22, Damian Lillard is a rapper, right? Nobody,
Best athletic rapper of all time.
Nobody
Facts.
is mad.
Bars.
Nobody is
Isaiah
mad.
Ryder.
Nobody.
Shout out
He's a
Dan.
great dunker.
East Bay Funk.
But nobody's pissed off at him for releasing albums. No one's mad at Lillard for cutting tracks. No one cares about what he says
On those tracks.
He can talk about whatever he wants, and everybody's applauding him for having a voice. Allen Iverson, Jules, he came out with an album. The NBA buried it. The NBA said, take it off. We'll fine you. We'll suspend you. You can't be in the NBA if you're going to be a rapper.
Why didn't
They
do
were in
that?
Hastings like this, clearing
I'm
out
not
the
even-
CD rags.
Google
Throw
that
them in the
shit.
trash.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
Why didn't
Google
they do that
shit.
shit to Shaq? Because his shit was trash.
Because he was Kazamming it.
I was gonna say, because he was family. He wasn't tattooed up wearing do-rags and
He said
shit.
Charles is my father because my biological didn't
But
bother.
yeah.
Hey, real talk, Shaq.
Shaq
You
is
brought up
tatted up,
Shaq.
nigga. He's just
Did
so
you-
black you can't see him.
Hey, you know Shaquille O'Neal and I had the same 5th grade teacher?
Is that a real thing?
I learned
Facts.
that on the Kinda Kidding podcast.
That's what's up.
My
Yeah.
5th grade teacher was Miss Allen, and she was a bitch.
It's true. She was a bitch.
Hey, I can say that though because she
you,
was
Miss
old.
Allen.
That was like she's probably dead by now. So
Oh my
it's okay.
god!
Rest her soul.
Look at him.
Bless her.
I see the devil.
Hey, R.I.P. Miss Allen. I didn't mean fuck
R.I.P.
you.
Miss Allen. But for real, she showed us a yearbook, and she goes, "Hey, check this out. Do you know who that is?" And we're like, "No, we don't." It's a big ass fucking head. Big ass fucking head. It says Shaquille O'Neal.
Dumb as hell.
It was amazing, and I was wearing his dunks too. Before they went to Walmart.
Oh god!
You need your glasses.
What you trying to do?
I just was looking.
I was just looking.
Okay, so we
You
went
sound like one of those bitch-ass
hella
niggas
real.
that comes on
We
the
went
car
hella
lot.
real off of what I was supposed to answer. The reason I listened to
What was the
audio,
question?
the reason I listened to audio podcast,
He said,
is
"Thank you, but back to me."
It's because fucking. I need to be. I can't like just watch 3 hours of TV, but I can mow the yard, listen to a podcast. I can fold laundries, hearing a podcast, you know. And so that's why I like the audio format, is because I can do it on the go. If I have to visually lock into something, then I feel like I'm losing too much of my day. And being older, like that's what I was
You
getting
are
to.
hella
Like
old, I ain't gonna
get
tell you.
into the old. I don't.
How old are you? 19 plus 21. 21.
Can
He
you
said
do
20,
something,
21,
man?
21 plus 19.
Shout out
that
to
makes
Wifey
sense.
for throwing an amazing 40th surprise
Even though
birthday
you
party.
knew where you were going, old ruin the surprise ass nigga.
But like, still, like it was done
What,
nicely.
you think you are a motherfucking genie, nigga? You think you're a psychic, nigga?
No,
What the
not
fuck
a
you-
psychic.
The fuck you
If
did?
I knew
He said,
that-
nigga, we passed the Taco Bell. I smelled that Taco Bell meat, and then we passed McDonald's. I know McDonald's grease. I didn't smell
Everybody
it.
knows the
loop
coming
de loop.
up capital
Yeah.
to get to Vista. It's
Is that where you guys went?
well, once I felt that triple
So you
D
went that
came,
way.
Charlie
Hold on.
triple D,
Were you-
I knew I was going on Vista.
I was inside, so I didn't see you walk in. But were you were driving legitimately in the passenger seat with a blindfold?
with the blindfold on.
So you know if I would have been driving you around with a blindfold.
You were getting pulled over?
yeah, Because I had the blue and the black crossed over. They would have been
We would have never made it to that fucking party. We're like, where are they? But
Niggas
check
would
the
have made
website.
Idaho history. That's stupid.
The story would have been, man, blindfolds cousin to bring to jail.
So speaking of history,
Yeah, man, Jalen Hurts.
nigga,
Man.
y'all see we were just talking to ESPN. It made me think.
Jalen Hurts.
Hurt.
He hurt that Philadelphia Eagle bank account.
Bruh.
They were like, we were gonna sign other people, but fucking we like you more.
What's the exact? It's an extension, right?
It's an extension, and what the numbers were:
That's
255 million, 5 years. With,
Guaranteed,
They
like-
said it's about 180 million guaranteed.
I thought, I saw something like 175 or something.
At
But
signing.
that's 180.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real.
$23 million signing bonus.
You
They
think
said
he'll
that-
let me borrow $10?
I'm pretty sure he's a good guy. I saw him do like a
mean,
GQ thing. And he was like, "This is how you spend
He's no
your first
Deshaun Watson, but my fault.
Hey.
Too soon. Okay,
I don't even like massages.
yeah.
Fuck a
I
massage.
think I got a knot.
You're not going there.
I'm not gonna do it.
Do not
Do not do it.
Yeah. But
So he's breaded now.
he's breaded, but like the underlining, like the way they market it, they're like, oh, if richest contract in the league, but the guaranteed averages is about 36.
There's
It's
people
20
with more than that.
No, it's 51 at the gross, but that's all incentives. That's if he hits like everything they say.
They got
They
that
be
PPE, that performance enhancement bonus.
PPE,
No, it's for-
performance enhancing bonus. That's a PEB.
It's a proven performance bonus. It's called a PPE.
Proven performance.
If you get a Pro Bowl, if you got this and this and
Yeah.
like his
Gotcha.
money can balloon after he has that proven performance.
If they make it a certain length in the playoffs.
It's, everybody just calls it incentives, but
Yeah.
they call it a PPE. So don't do PEDs to get your PPE.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might be stuck in your BED until you DIE.
Yeah.
Glad you're an athlete because you're
And
gonna
then
get your
you're gonna get
GED.
that HIV.
Stupid as fuck. So what'd you say? He said something freaky. He said, "I just want to see the TIP." I said, what the fuck?
No. I said, y'all niggas gonna get the HIV?
Oh, that's.
You fucking with me.
I'm gonna go home. Well,
And it's been another episode.
hey, hold on. That's fucked up. Can y'all aid him with that?
Oh my god.
Johnny just texted me. He said, if I say something stupid, say something dumber. It's his podcast. I'm trying to
What? You're a Commanders fan.
I'm a Redskins fan.
How do
you're
you
a
feel
Commander
with
fan.
with the Eagles being in the division? Do you think that's a good move?
He's breaded up now. You think he changes his play style? I feel like a lot of niggas get different.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Football, you get paid and then you just take time off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, there's other.
So you guys might have a shot this year.
That's low key hurtful.
Okay.
Cowboys coming for it no matter what.
The
man.
Cowboys.
that- yeah.
Listen,
You guys are winning
I
the
thought
Super
this was
Bowl.
random realness.
You're random. This nigga.
All right. Do you think that hurt Lamar Jackson or helped
No,
Lamar
hey.
Jackson?
I think it hurt him. Real talk. Because Deshaun Watson's contract was his benchmark to get that guaranteed money.
Yep.
And everybody in the league knew that what the Cleveland Browns did was fucking stupid.
Yep.
And when they gave Deshaun Watson all that guaranteed cash, it didn't reset the market, but it had quarterbacks having these pipe dreams. of
Feeling
having
that that's
yeah.
what the market should
So
be.
now everyone wants to hold out to try to get what. Like Lamar Jackson unquestionably thinks that he's the better quarterback, the better athlete, the better star, whatever. Like, in his mind, he's the best to ever do it. He has to think that. So why would he not want an equivalent contract?
Yeah.
Now that Jalen Hurts has gone to a Super Bowl, he's done all these great things with Philadelphia, changed the whole culture of the quarterback position in that division. Since RG3 left, there really wasn't anything amazing about a quarterback position
In that division.
In that division.
Right.
So he's just he's reset it for that division that has now taken the baton.
He took it from Dak because like Dak Reed did the whole entire thing with
What he down 3, 4th and 7, go slide in the middle of. Yeah, I got you.
you're talking about. Yeah.
He redid the whole thing. Yeah.
So yeah, no, continue.
But
Mike.
now Lamar can't
God, I
he
hate this
can't
nigga.
fall back on that because everything's going to go to Jalen Hurts and say, look at this contract. This guy is the proven winner. He's the mold of what this quarterback position should be, and he didn't even ask for that. So why should you? And that's why I think it hurts Lamar.
Okay, but we still got Joe Burrow coming up, and we still have Herbert. They're going to be
Justin
working
Herbert.
extension. The funny thing, and let me call it out. Let me be like the prediction. They get Lamar to sign something similar to Jalen Hurts, and then they come out and they're like, Burrow, $290 guaranteed. Because that's what we should do for him. Because, and then you'd be like,
No, you're
that's
right.
fucked up.
The reality
Right?
is that's probably going to happen. But in this moment, while he's searching for a contract before the upcoming, because you don't know what's inevitable, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All you know is right now you wanted X, he took less. Mm-hmm. Well, not less monetarily, but he took a less attractive deal.
Yeah.
Than what you were searching for.
Yeah.
So you can't hold out and say, well, in a couple years, there's another quarterback that's going to get what I want, so I want that now. You're not going to play in this league unless you sign something. Mm-hmm. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where they say, hey, we know what you want, but your contract's up.
Right.
So you want to go sit at home or you want to play football?
He's going to get $44 million doing this year. Because if he plays on the franchise tag is 44 guaranteed.
Well, you can get it 3 years. Kirk Cousins did it for 3 years. I mean, how many franchise tags has he signed? One?
This will be
His
the
first one.
Yeah.
Or
It's
second one. Or was it his first? It's his first
Because you
one.
could take 3 of them and you could cash out like Kirk Cousins and then go to Minnesota and fuck your life up.
Why are you hating on
I'm
Kirk?
not bitter. I'm not bitter. Fuck you, Kirk Cousins. Can I say that on camera? Fuck you, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
This
Yeah.
Random Realness.
This is
talking
random
shit.
motherfucking
Who'd you say?
realness.
He said fuck multiple people on
Yeah.
here. Like
Yeah.
me, Johnny, Dito.
I was talking about Skip Bayless, bitch
That's
ass.
who it was,
Fuck,
Skip.
few fucking episodes ago. That nigga don't even like me. Fuck you, Skip.
He said that nigga don't even like
he did leave a comment on that.
Yeah,
and he was like,
Skip texted me the day, and he was like, Johnny, you always be trying to fucking flame on me. Can we meet up and have coffee? I think there's a misunderstanding.
really
I said,
fucking
I said,
awkward,
nigga,
but-
how'd you get my number? Fuck you, and quit telling Shannon, quit giving my shit out.
Hey, this is
I
awkward.
met
but-
Shannon one time.
What's up,
Are you
Skip?
calling?
What's up, Skip? He said,
Yeah, I'm doing the random realness.
How did he get all of our shit?
I'm doing random realness with
No.
Johnny B.
It's stupid
I
as
can't
fuck.
say. You know, I can't say that. I
Oh,
can't fucking say
shit.
that.
You said the N-word again?
He said again.
What's that? You want to say it to him?
That was like he said the Edward again.
Yeah.
I
He
hope,
says Shannon will get back to you.
I for real hope Lamar gets his bag though.
I do too, but I just
Yeah.
don't think this deal is helping.
Yeah.
no, I don't think it's helping, but it just feels like it sits wrong in my chest or on my brain that whatever deal he takes, then they're gonna go, we're gonna go back to guarantee with Burrows. Because if Burrows came out and said, "Hey, I want to do an
It's
extension,"
Burrow.
Burrows. So the Boise.
He said it's Chambers.
Yes.
The shitty part about the NFL
said
and the way
nigga,
that
there's
they
one
run
of
their
me.
contracts.
One of me.
The shitty part about the NFL and the way they run their contracts is you're not paying talent for what they can do for your franchise. You're paying them based on what someone else who got paid for did for theirs. And I think that's the fucked up thing about NFL contracts. You don't sign this guy and give him all this money because you believe that he's going to take you to the next level. You're wanting to give this guy less money because someone else did something else for their franchise. And that's where it sucks to be Lamar, because Lamar, I think, can go the Commanders just got new ownership group. There might be a day where he goes to Washington and cashes the fuck out like everybody else in the league. They always go to Washington and cash out.
Because you niggas
Washington
are
will pay.
stupid, yeah.
Yeah, we want to be the Oakland Raiders. We're trying hard.
Oh, that's
Right
crazy.
on, right
That's
on.
crazy because there's no Oakland Raiders, but good try.
No, that's what we.
One more
there's
swing.
actually no-
Good try.
There's
Swing
no sports
again.
teams in Oakland.
We know.
Yeah, R.I.P.
You just said Oakland Raiders.
You said Oakland Raiders earlier.
Yeah,
Because he said...
rewind the track.
I
And what
thought
did
we
you
were
say?
talking about Redskins and Oakland Raiders, so I feel.
We were talking
No,
about...
I'm on this team. Nigga, fuck you. Shit. My bad, dog. I was
Yeah.
tripping. I've been just with the cuss
hear
or
you. I
what is
hear
it
you.
called?
He said I got my commander's hat on the
It only
way.
took-
Well,
How
we
long
I got
you
my
been here?
commander's hat
How
on the
long
way.
we been here?
We've been doing client. I've been doing client relations all week. The last couple
48
weeks.
minutes.
Johnny, I
37.
told you it was only gonna be a half hour before the True Color show. Didn't I tell you that? I said these motherfuckers act like my motherfucking family for so motherfucking long, and it's only gonna take a couple iPhones and some 4K shit to really see through this shit. Okay,
We don't shoot 4K pussy.
I'm just saying.
Tell talk that shit, nigga.
Yeah, because you can't upload it and shit, and it's like too much fucking too many gigabytes. Nigga, that because when we were learning how to do it, we're like, we'll shoot it in 4K.
We're on that 1080p.
30 minutes, it was like 62 gigs.
It was like trying to squeeze them fat bitches on the little airplane.
You was trying to download a new game on the Xbox.
Oh,
You heard about that?
bro.
Please. I know you heard about it, Johnny.
Okay, I just want to start out. I just want to preface this with I'm
What's
not a
their
bad
names?
person.
What's their names? Do you know?
Who? The fat bitch?
He said, I'm not a bad person. Who, the fat bitch?
Yeah, no, nigga, the fat bitch on the air. Let me tell you right now.
He's like in church confessional. I call him all that.
We got the long lost sister of those 1,000-pound twin bitches out here on TikTok with a dead serious fat fucking face talking about people don't. The truth is, they just don't like seeing big people happy. The airlines need to fucking give us. Airlines need to give us more room. And the thing is, bitch, here you. The only reason you can even be how you are right now in this day and age is because we live in this era of fucking oversensitivity and like you can't. And if you fucking judge someone, and I'm not even a judgy nigga. My name's not Judy. It's not my job. But there's just keeping it real, nigga. Right? And just like you got the Lizzos out there, because she personally as a human feels fucking comfortable in a bikini. She's out here telling 10-year-old little girls it's okay to fucking be at risk for heart failure when you're fucking 8, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? This girl on the airport, she's over here like, oh, just the truth is you don't want to see us happy. So, factual statement is, hang on, this bitch is not fucking happy. You can't get your size by being happy. You don't accidentally wake up and be 800 fucking pounds. You're that size because you're not fucking happy, nigga. And they shouldn't change rules because you're fucking. The world didn't know they were gonna raise a pit bull, nigga. They thought you was just gonna be a little girl.
Do you ever think she?
That's the broadcasting thing that comes through. We just cut to something more safer.
Did you ever think that
This episode is sponsored by Jenny Craig.
Lane Bryant sponsor of this episode?
No, and I love. You know, I don't hate on like there's thicker bitches, but this girl is one of those like you're fucking huge, right?
But
and
do you ever think that she eats because she's unhappy and she's unhappy because she eats?
What this nigga is trying to do, he was gonna say, do you ever think she eats because she's unhappy and she's unhappy because she eats?
Yes. Why do they call it a happy meal though?
It should be called an unhappy meal.
Right, because that's what happens when you're done. You're fucking unhappy.
No, because they sponsor the Olympics, Michael Phelps, the Dream Team. McDonald's has, I mean, they got the proof in the pudding, right? We win gold. We win gold medals every year.
They got the best child labor laws in the county.
The only fucking gold they have is the arches, and they sponsor. Michael Phelps ain't hitting a Big Mac then going in swimming laps. He gets.
No. He definitely did. He used to have. There's an article that came out years ago of all
what you're talking about, nigga.
shit that he had to eat. He would wake up, eat burgers at like 3:00 in the morning.
You know who this is?
That's because
you know
he was
who this
high,
is?
nigga.
That's the Jeremiah. You make sure you come correct when you come
Anyways,
from
hey, why don't we get back on this motherfucking Phelps? There's plenty to talk about.
Okay. Wasn't she a model? Is she a model
For
or
National Geographic, nigga?
She's an Instagram influencing model.
Instagram influencer model?
All the shit because I don't know.
He said Instagram influencing YouTube personality model.
All right.
So hold on.
How do you feel?
Are they mad? Are they mad? Is she mad because she was disrespected for being big, or is she mad for a different reason? Because there's a
She's fucking mad because there is a fucking plane. I want you to think about that. A plane, an aircraft, nigga. And you're so fucking big that you're not comfortable on a plane. Nigga, I am 6'5" and weigh 280 pounds, which granted, you got me. On the weight, nigga.
What if she's 4'8", 240? That would be wider than you tall, so she doesn't have to.
Y'all shooting this in widescreen?
She is 5'8", 580, big body bends with the body kit fucking.
He said,
It's a Rolls Royce.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. She says, plus size travelers. Bitch, there's no plus size travelers. You're just morbidly obese and you're trying to go from one point of the fucking earth to the other.
Is she here?
Quick question.
Where are you yelling at?
Quick question.
I just get so mad at entitled fat fucks.
He be getting
dog.
worked up. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm fat and but like,
He said,
you imagine-
I'm a nice person, but I get worked up by fat fucks.
Jeremiah, imagine being 800 pounds trying to walk down an airplane aisle.
Yeah, it's not even happening.
Nigga, just
what her ass needs to do is fucking drop to her side and roll. You'd probably go faster, nigga, if you
Oh my
rolled
God.
rather than walk. Okay, here it is, bro. She's demanding the FAA protection. Hang on, let me click on this motherfucker. I'm just trying to. Yeah, TikToker creates petition demand.
Johnny, I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
No, Shane just found this new girl, nigga.
I would never replace you, girl.
So she's over here. Oh wow, this fucking
my
website, evmagazines.com.
Why you got Pornhub open?
You gonna make me fucking put my email in to read your fucking
Is there
shit?
like a no thanks thing, or you can just exit out or
No,
something?
you can't look. They're trying to make me sign or use phone number. No.
Yeah, do something
Bezos
different.
is
Go to
watching
another
the
one.
post.
That's not.
Fuck you, Evie.
Yeah, you can't be looking at the sponsored links. You got to scroll down a couple scrolls before you get into free.
Oh, here we go.
They're back.
They got a picture of her in a sundress, nigga.
Oh, please don't. That's a solar system dress.
That's a solar system
Okay.
dress. Hey, look. Woman starts petitioning to demand airplanes give plus size flyers free seats.
Free seats. Okay, I was with her a little bit when she was complaining about her travel, but when she wants free seats, that's
No,
where
here's
she
the thing. She wants to be able to, because of her size, when they say free seats, not just being like, oh, I'm a big bitch, I need to be able to fly for free. She's saying
Pay for one seat,
my
but
size, that takes up what I take up another seat. That's fucking crazy.
seats.
You're asking an airplane to make it so another nigga can't travel from one place to another because they're one seat short
No,
because you can't fit in one
But
human
listen,
size
if
fucking.
she pays for it, fuck the other dude that can't get the flight.
But then it wouldn't be free, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. When she wants the free one,
Oh, yeah,
fuck
right,
her.
right.
But if they say we can't sell you 2 seats, well, fuck them.
Oh yeah, that's stupid as shit. If she wants to buy 2 tickets every time, good, you should. That goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
I chose to be a big bitch. I'm gonna buy 2 seats.
Right.
Yeah.
You chose to buy two meals when you went to
So-
fucking Burger King every time, bitch.
Yeah. So you buying 2 seats?
Okay, but could there be? There needs to be consistency because there was probably because she flew to that place.
So this is where I was going.
bought the
with it.
one ticket,
Yes.
and then on the way back, they're like, "You're too big. You need to
So
buy a
this-
first class ticket to be able to
Yeah.
fit."
Well, if you think about it, she shows up to fly. They're not thinking, it's not like you have your weight when you fly. So when she shows up to check her bags and she looks like everybody's luggage.
Well, the first
That's
whatever
what- that's what he's
airline
saying.
she took the first way down there because it was on their return
was
trip.
free.
No,
Right?
it wasn't
connected
free.
They're not free, but she would
Whatever
just pay
they-
for one ticket.
Yeah, paid one ticket.
That's what I'm saying is, so when she went out, they didn't know that she was 800 pounds.
But they still let her go.
And she's not 800, nigga. She's not 800.
I need you to look at this fucking picture
feel you.
and tell me you fucking feel bad.
No, but I'm saying she's not 800.
But my point is, and his point, there needs to be consistency within the guidelines of these airlines, where you can't book a flight, and then the connecting flight have a different rule,
Right.
Yeah.
And then now you're
Now you got to come out $300 for.
or they don't let you go and you're stuck in Beirut like she was. She couldn't get her connecting flight.
Nigga. Hey, and I say, if you're willing to try to cram in the seat, you should be good. Like, like if you were like, well, I need to turn this up, but like if you can cram into it and you paid your price,
I'm
you
not
should
gonna
ride.
lie. I've been on a flight. One of the most recent flights I just was on. My lady and I sat next to a big girl, and it was not comfortable. Nigga.
But it's
I'm like
not.
this. I'm like this the whole time, and not because I don't want to touch her, because I am touching her, nigga.
Yeah, but like,
See,
think about every
and
good movie you
and
saw in
that's
the
not
fucking
fair to
90s and
other niggas that
2000s.
pay their fucking way and have to be. You're uncomfortable because she's
But-
overflowing like a fucking thing of biscuits.
I'm not
Jimmy
disagreeing. I'm not
Crack the
disagreeing
can.
with how it's not comfortable, but you have to understand rules don't change this quickly because of the precedent it sets for other avenues in your life.
Right.
All of a sudden, movie theaters are going to start charging you differently because you're too big to watch the movie next to the small dude. He don't want to rub elbows.
We don't need to make rules for big niggas though. That is a choice, bro. It's not like it's a race. Like you can't just like you
weren't born 500
Yeah,
pounds.
you can't be born 500 and then be like throughout all life, like consistently, like there's shit you can do. There's too many.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't even have a
with
disease.
you.
Like,
I
niggas-
agree, but there potentially will be somebody that has the doctor's note that says like, "Hey, I'm big because I'm big." You know, like
Who the fuck? What fucking dumb fucking doctors are giving people notes? They're like, "Well, I'm just fucking
Probably
big."
the same doctors
I'm
that
just
said
fucking-
you can't be in the sun with your prescription. Like, I don't know. Shit like that.
or the people that have the therapy dogs
you were
and
talking to me. I
shit.
was like, I
Like
don't even
it'll
have a
be the same.
prescription,
It'll be race to the therapy dog certificate. Like can't have dogs. We're like, I got this thing, and you're like, fuck. And now everybody
Okay.
has to rent to anybody, which is like cool, but like you're choosing to have a dog. So
You know what
like,
you should do? You should.
half of those
You
aren't
know what
therapy
solve
dogs.
obesity?
They're not.
You know what solve obesity, the American nigga? If they start taxing fat niggas, what they need to do is if you choose to be morbidly obese like that nigga, you have to pay an extra amount
You're
for
going to
shit.
carry a fat card.
Yeah, like it's just a fat
Right,
card.
you're just gonna go in there and be like, "Here, I'm here to pay my cell phone bill." They're like, "You need that obesity money."
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
You want
"That's a good fucking
to
idea."
you want to have the luxury of being fucking 800 pounds when there's little fucking niggas over there. They're like, "Can we have some bread?"
Okay, when I was 385,
Yeah,
I was
fat
like
as fuck.
scared as fuck, and I wouldn't fly because I didn't like. I knew in my head, I'm like, damn, I don't want to try to squish into this seat.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna fly. I'm like, oh, I just like to drive. You know what I mean?
Just armrest
But that's
up
you
on
being
this.
self-conscious about it and trying to respect probably other people.
Like
It's like
I'm
when a
trying
baby,
to
it's like when a
respect.
baby cries, you're like, "Oh,
Facts.
come on, be quiet." You know, you're gonna piss off everybody else.
Right,
When
right.
sometimes you just got to be like, "Dude, it's a motherfucking baby."
And I was too embarrassed to be like.
It's a motherfucking baby.
I was too embarrassed to be able to put up a fight like that because I did feel like I would be dead ass wrong, right? But like I would love to be able to
You
just
would be
fly.
dead ass wrong, nigga.
I know, but like, what I'm trying to say is like, I feel where she's coming from.
Right.
When I was in that moment.
Yeah,
but to
that's-
Johnny's point, I wasn't happy in that moment. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard the quote, like, your outside is a reflection of your inside.
Yeah.
So like, for somebody to, and I believe it because I know like when I was that big, like, it was like a mask that I was good, but like inside I was like dying.
Unhappy
And then
as
when I
fuck,
got healthy,
nigga.
it was like, oh, boom.
Yeah.
Now when I say I'm happy, right? Like that's actual true happiness.
Yeah, and you got this bitch over here. One of the things she said, she made it in her video, and you know it's the TikTok, and it's showing her, and then there's like the voice narrating it, and she's like, "The truth is that people don't like to see us big people happy." Shut the fuck
So
up.
here's I was holding this card because I didn't know if we were going to get there. We've been talking this whole time about her being pissed off because she was embarrassed by the staff of Qatar Airways. Fuck them motherfuckers.
Stupid.
Because she's big.
Go Southwest.
If you dig into some less sponsored articles that may or may not be speaking a little bit more truth, they're just not able to get their voice out. The real reason, supposedly, that she was unable to board from Beirut to her homeland is because the person she was traveling with could not provide a COVID-19 card that says you're allowed to get into this home Doho, the country
Yeah.
That country requires you to have a COVID-19 card to get in.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna bash her because I don't know the woman
yeah.
or both of them.
Oh my god.
But well, y'all being assholes. Let me be an asshole
He
too.
said, "Let me go out on a limb."
No, you're good.
I feel like this is a person who was embarrassed because she was denied access to her homeland and used her obesity as a way to gain clout on social media to get people looking at her.
Yeah.
When realistically, she should have said, "This motherfucker didn't have his
card.
COVID-19
Yeah,
card,
but-
and I couldn't get in."
Yeah, you
And-
don't need to do all that for people to be looking at you, bitch. Everyone's always looking at
But
you.
what I'm saying though is,
You can block the sun, nigga.
I'm just saying.
So take
when
a shower
I
and her feet don't get wet, nigga.
When I read that article, at first I wanted to be the sympathetic soldier and say, you know what, shit happens. I'm sorry. You should never be disrespect. We don't have to agree with your life choices, but we shouldn't oust you in a public setting and make you feel like shit.
Right.
we could have a sidebar conversation of why we got to this point. But in the airline, in the baggage area, we need to hold our tongues and be professional and not make fun of your weight. According to that staff, there was nothing about weight until she brought it up. It was about her family's COVID-19 card.
Yes, because she was projecting, nigga. She got one.
But I'm just saying, you brought up a great topic, and I think it's important that we don't, in the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
We need to look at both sides. If somebody on here is listening and they like feel sorry for the big girl that got embarrassed, I feel you.
Yeah, you can do that.
But you also got to be on the other side and say, fuck her for not following the rules and getting that COVID-19 card.
Right.
If that's true.
Tell the whole story, not just the
and
part
I felt the way that article was written, it was like they just threw that in at the end. And I don't know if that was like the PC version that the airline had to put out there to like, damn, it was that we were going to charge her $3,500 for a first class seat, and she only really spent $600. But now we're about to charge her an extra $2,900, and she's like, I can't do that. Why should I have to pay that? Because I'm big.
Right.
But it's
When
like
on the way here, it wasn't that.
Yeah, it couldn't. I mean, however she got stuck.
Listen to this.
That means.
Oh shit! Sorry, I just interrupted the fuck out of you.
No, you like
This is direct. This is direct quotes from her. We are not asking for special treatment or luxury accommodations. We simply are asking for enough space to travel comfortably without being discriminated against because of our size. Bitch, you're not being fucking discriminated against. You're being charged because quite literally you take up more fucking space, nigga. You're lucky they don't charge you for taking up more air because I know you're breathing heavier right now. Wherever you're at watching this, you were breathing heavy as fuck.
If you were going to try to take your dog on a flight, you'd have to pay it for a ticket. You know? So it's like,
and so if you take your walrus on a fucking flight,
if I'm 240 pounds and my dog's 100 pounds, that's 340, nigga. Bitch, you're right around that. You're paying for 2 tickets.
Yeah.
It's worse for dogs.
I believe it.
I mean, I paid a ticket for my dog, and he sat. I couldn't even occupy this seat. I paid for the seat, but he's a dog, so he has to be on the floor.
And I am not fucking
paid for this motherfucker, so I felt like I got cheated out because I had a dog.
Yeah, that's wild.
Crazy.
J-Dot, you know how you said that quote just a while back? You said your fucking outside is a reflection of your inside. So just so, because you guys hear me being harsh, I'm like, oh, bitch, looking at the camera, talking to this fucking walrus all crazy. and fucking, you guys probably,
who heard this nigga?
You guys probably think I'm a fucking asshole, but here's the thing. Your outside is a reflection of your inside. And you're probably thinking, oh, like one, I think, and I've experienced it, I've literally firsthand, when I was like fucking 12, I was 280. And I weigh 280 now and I'm 6'5", nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people have this, because you're this big, squishy, cute thing, people have this view of like, oh, you're good and you're cute and you're, you know, this and that. But the reality is, like, if you're just keeping it a buck and you're not sugarcoating shit, which she probably would eat anything sugarcoated, right? So you don't want to do that.
Damn.
So check this out. Message. But so how she is and how she's saying this shit being dead ass serious. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. So fucking
these Jesus.
So, but what I'm saying is, I don't feel guilty or bad, is because clearly she's saying this shit with her whole heart, and she feels so entitled, like knowing damn well that her life choices, not her disability, not her fucking ethnicity, your life choices to choose to be just fucking straight Caucasian Fiona, nigga, is fucking. You're telling airlines that
came out with
the
Shrek
Shrek wife. You're telling me that fucking
onions have layers.
You shouldn't have to pay for an extra seat that you're quite literally taking up. So I don't feel bad being mean to her, because she's not a good person, nigga. She's probably entitled. She's clearly not an emotionally intelligent person. She's asking people to be emotionally intelligent for her, but she's not in touch with her emotions, because if she was, nigga, she wouldn't be 800 fucking pounds. She wouldn't be in denial, nigga. Yeah, and she,
Hold on. Keep going, dog.
No,
catch
sorry.
you in. No, get it, dog.
No, you're good. I'm starting to breathe like her, nigga.
He said, and anyways, bitch, what I'm gonna say? I said, God.
Hey, so since we're on the topic of seats, should I get half off on this small ass motherfucker you put me in?
No, that's
I think it was free.
Why y'all got the king's chairs?
We're gonna start a GoFundMe page
Yeah,
for that chair. You're
down in the comments below. Make sure you fucking hit that GoFundMe link.
Yeah,
we need another chair for our guests, my nigga.
And I would appreciate it if we had some metal straws.
Yeah, I got you.
We'll do paper. We do paper.
I hate the paper straws. I don't drink
Just
quick
pull
enough.
out a fucking wet nap.
A fucking tampon.
And I want to let this be real fucking clear. This girl accomplished this amount of mass in 26 years. She is 26. I want you to look at that big fucking fakely happy face.
Will you stop? Hold on. She's got oxygen on the plane. Nigga. You know there's a problem.
If the
see,
airlines,
I would
would charge $15 more, like Instagram does for the blue check,
Yeah.
we could create a whole new aircraft with bigger seats.
I would say I would want to fucking I would say, you know what? She wants the extra seat. I want to sit farther from her. I don't feel safe. Her oxygen take my blow up, nigga.
At the end of the day, I think we're all in agreement that like there should be a charge,
Right.
like the great Mac Dre.
There shouldn't be.
I charge for this dick extra large. So like there is a charge for being large.
What is that?
And
What's an extra large dick?
what is like
Nothing spam can. Shut up.
Oh, spam cam! I give Mama Subi to anything.
He said Masui.
He's like, "Is that nori wrap?" No, it's a condom.
But
Is that a seaweed snack? Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
sure
This is a one biter.
Just real quick, lastly, and then I'm gonna get off this. Just from my viewpoint from it, if people are like, "Why is this nigga going so hard on her right now?" It's because I would feel dumb. This is a real life situation for me, right? Western Idaho Fair. We've all been there.
Yeah.
I've been there with y'all niggas, right?
yeah.
And growing up, like I couldn't go on rides, nigga, because if the thing came down and where it has to click,
Yeah.
it would not click. You know how fucking
Fat
stupid niggas
yeah,
would look
that's
at me if I was like, hey, so I went home and I talked to my dad, and then my dad went to the fucking news and was like, we need to fucking make the fucking rides bigger so my fucking son can fucking fit on the ride that the fucking crackheads put together at the fucking fair for 1 week. What the fuck? No, nigga. You just got a fat son. I can't ride the ride. That's
it's your
all
loss.
Nigga, if I wanted to ride the ride that bad, my dad, it would have been his like responsibility as a parent to be like, nigga, if you want to ride those rides, you will put in the work to get smaller so you can enjoy the same luxuries in life.
It fucking exactly. That's what I was about to say. I was like, it has to suck so fucking bad for you to finally do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to hit a rock bottom for the change to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my personal experience, like I was going to BSU for the first year and a half, and then I'm like, oh, I'm about to transfer up to U of I. Nigga, I was like, I can't fit in desk anymore. Right? And I'm like, I'm about to go up to fucking school, and I know that I'm about to have to fucking get in one of these desks. It's like an older. You put that one that you do this with, nigga. Because Boise State, with a section that I was in, I like had like better where I like didn't have to be in those like old school seats.
Hold this paper up.
That fear of knowing that I was about to go up there was the moment that it clicked for me. Like I gotta do something because I was like, I'm going, and I was so embarrassed. So like, there has to be something that's so scary to get you out of that
And this might
big
be it for
mindset,
her.
and that could
This could be it for her.
And
But
so it's like,
she wants literally wanting something. Go ahead.
no.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
It
think
is
it
not.
is because when, like, for him, he wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna complain about it and then get to it. It's like, no, I'm gonna get
She
to
doesn't,
it.
she doesn't think there's anything wrong with her.
Right? She's not. She's
so
not.
eventually it's gonna be
So look at
just,
this.
just like Johnny is going at her. Like just, I feel like you know her. I feel like she used to be fine and he was talking to her and she's like, fuck you.
if I'm
You're
keeping
too
it real,
big for me.
Johnny's the reason she's fine with it.
She was like, Dave's Hot Chicken got some deals that you traumatized me because you didn't take me to
The
Western
real
Idaho
thing
Fair.
is I tried to holler at her one time and she shut me down.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, but
She's
here's
like,
the
"You're too
thing.
skinny
You
for
know
me."
how? So he's saying, oh, something clicked for me, and he's like, I got to make a change. People don't change things they don't see anything wrong with, and this is the type of girl who has a mentality who doesn't see anything wrong with how she is.
Okay.
She's going to be like that for the next 12 years that she lives.
So you said
She's
I'm not,
26.
I'm not choosing sides.
I'm just
I'm trying to keep an open mind.
yeah.
But you said people don't change things that they don't know is a problem.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely 100% right.
Yeah, I know.
There was a time in my life
Yeah.
where I imposed my will on everything and everybody. No one could tell me shit. I thought I was King Ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
Okay? I had a temper. I had an anger issue. I blamed it on my Filipino culture because Filipinos got anger. Yeah, we do. So I
Use that,
I
right.
used that as my coping mechanism with how ugly I could be to people. I didn't think it was a problem because like you said, I didn't know it was a problem.
Yeah.
I did what she did, not on social media. I acted the way she did. I blamed everybody else for why they couldn't deal with me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And then there's this traumatizing experience in my life that made me realize, bro, you are probably the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can you have this many issues with all these people?
There's only one common factor.
I'm the only common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
In this math equation called anger, I am the common denominator.
Exactly. And yeah.
So I'm with you. And I
He's
agree
saying
with
that
you.
she could change.
This could be Jeremiah in this moment blaming everyone for why it's not right. And eventually she's going to look in the mirror and be like, man, I've been an angry motherfucker for a long fucking
Right.
time.
And
I'm the issue, and she might change.
And the backlash, like how how many people have the same exact mindset you do? You know what I'm saying? So when she sees a million niggas act like that, she might be like, "Oh damn."
She's going to log onto her page
know?
to see how many people support her and realize of the 20,000 comments,
It's ridiculous.
19,000 of them fucking hate her.
Right.
And that might be the wake-up call. She
I'm
might need...
fortunate as
I know
it
you're
is.
making jokes like, I'm not a bad guy, because you're not a bad guy. Bro, I love you.
no, I
You're
know.
a really genuine... You're one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life.
Thank you.
Real
I
talk.
appreciate that.
So I understand that this isn't just for the podcast. We would have had this same conversation
It would have went the same
outside.
exact way.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Cameras,
yeah.
microphones, it doesn't matter. She needs 20,000 more Johnnies.
Yeah.
Just like I needed all these people to say, bro, we really
It's
love you,
you,
but you,
right.
I don't like going out with
bet.
you because you punch people in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should stop punching people in the face. I had more friends.
Yeah.
She probably needs Johnny B.
I bet 3 or 4 Johnnies could pick her up. I'm a strong nigga.
Hey, I have 100% empathy for her situation, for anybody that feels like they just can't make the change. But I know if I had empathy in those moments, or if I had concessions, or I wasn't allowed to go to my rock bottom, I would have never had the change.
You have to hit the bottom.
You have to hit the bottom.
To go
You
up.
gotta feel that pain, and it's like, because I could want you to lose weight, I could want you to lose weight, I could want you to lose weight, but until you want it
Want
for
to do it,
yourself,
right?
nothing can happen,
It's
and
the
that's
same
for
thing as-
everything.
and
facts,
that's the
big
other
facts.
thing that I was going to say earlier, but I kind of somebody was talking, but I forgot. But food is like the biggest drug. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize it. Like, people use it the same way you use hard drugs as a coping mechanism, the same way people use alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
facts. Yeah, nigga.
so people legit get addicted to it. You know, and
I used to just eat my feelings away, nigga. I used to eat
just because there's nothing else to do.
because I was bored. I
Right.
was just about to say that. I used to literally sit in my house and like not like a normal amount of food and be like, especially as a kid growing up, because I wasn't like I have a lot of like random childhood traumas and shit that makes me do things a certain way that I didn't even realize till later in life and recently now, because now I can understand shit. Right? In hindsight, it's always 20/20. But when I was a kid, bro, and I was like just crazy fucking fat, right? Like I'm talking like I was in the 3s by high school.
My favorite comment for me was I was 220 in 7th grade and I weighed the same as Nate Means. I'm like, yeah, I'm 220 like Nate Means.
No, yeah, no.
220 in 7th
I remember I was at
He's 30.
I remember I was at a kid's house. Jake Calhoun, shout out Jake Calhoun. He was a big nigga I went to junior high with, and you know how big niggas typically hang out with big niggas, and
Have eat off, so yeah, we get it.
and so I was at this nigga's house one time, and he had a scale up in one of his bathrooms, and we went to school together, and we hung out all the time in 7th.
I had a scale in my car.
So 7th and 8th grade, right? And I went to his crib and we were hanging out. I used to go there on like a Friday and not go home till Monday, just staying there like the whole weekend, right? And I jumped on the scale and it was like 265, but I was in like 7th or 8th grade, right? And so I've just been big as shit. But here's the thing, looking back, because I'm not a fucking in denial, non-accountable motherfucker. I'm not like, you know what?
Nigga, just say what you gotta say. You don't gotta always lash. Nigga, goddamn.
I'm not gonna front and be like, oh, I was like, yeah, I was a happy kid because I'm a big dumb happy fuck because I'm happy because I'm eating all the time and shit. But when you really break,
I'm a big dumb happy fuck.
What is
like-
her name?
fucking
Fiona.
yeah.
What is her name?
So I had it just a second ago. They should have put that shit in bold letters. It's fucking Jalen. She has 2 first
Jalen.
names. Makes sense.
All right, listen, Jalen, can you please call Johnny back?
Oh God!
Because he is really pissed off.
You standing him up or sitting him down, whatever you bring us.
You know what? One thing I do respect about her is
Your ankles could never do that when you were 3.
and she's wearing heels. That's ballsy because you know she did those for the picture. Because 4 steps in, those heels are flats.
Stilettos, pumps, in
The club. Shade.
All the pretty girls walk like this.
Hey. So you guys got any other
They
questions?
need to give her some long ass stilettos and have her just go stomp around in the fields of North Dakota.
For
Nigga. She'll
oil,
strike oil.
I teach you how to stop.
You guys got any other questions for Jeremiah? You got any insight for
Any
him
hard
on the
truths?
podcast, on podcasting? Any advice, information you
Yeah,
want to
help
give
me.
him?
Help me.
Mr. the Jeremiah, my question to you would be, how was your experience on our podcast? Was it what you thought it would be? Was it good? Was it what kind of feedback would you have for us, knowing you're someone who does a podcast? And earlier we're touching on how you do yours by yourself and we do ours with us, right? What do you think of doing it with us? And did you enjoy having people to do it with versus doing your own?
I 1,000% enjoy doing this podcast. And it's probably 2,000% exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I've known you guys
Since we were
my
all
entire adult life.
yeah, since we
And
were all
since y'all were kids.
Yeah.
Or since we were kids, right?
Yeah.
2023 Random Realness podcast feels like 2012 living room.
Yeah.
That's
feel me?
what we
fire.
wanted, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I came in here and was like, okay, there's a camera, fucking butt microphone. We got when I talk, do this. Because I don't do cameras.
Right.
Yeah.
It took 10 minutes.
To just feel at home.
And like my arm is tired because I'm holding this. And I'm like, why am I doing? Oh, I'm not just
and you're
fucking
like,
with my boys.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm doing shit.
Yeah.
This is content creation.
Yeah.
When really it felt like just, hey, come hang
Hang out, right?
Like I'm waiting for a card
And
game to break
and
out.
that's what we had. He said, I got $20 in my pocket. Somebody take it from me.
$4 game.
I'm ready to lose. You know me. I'm Filipino. I'll lose everything. But on my way out, I'm gonna high card you for all my money back.
Oh God,
That's what I do.
That's his
That's what I
specialty.
do.
I can't stand
I
to
reel
see.
you in, get you thinking you're winners, and I say $20 high or low. Get all my money back. But real talk.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love
Good.
this. I hope I come back again.
Definitely.
most
You know,
definitely.
I don't have the video set up. Part of it, I think, is I'm a little intimidated with the editing process of video. I saw you edit it before.
It's
That's
very simple. It's like anything in life.
practice.
It's not rocket science. It's just exactly.
No,
it's repetition.
repetition.
I feel that. This setting, this environment, we have been going nonstop. We haven't stopped. We haven't. There's no and let me put this down and go to the bathroom. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. My creative process, bro. I want y'all to sit in my garage with me. It's furnished. It's a beautiful garage.
He said, "Y'all be comfortable."
I want y'all to come, sit there,
It's a beautiful garage.
and just watch me ramble.
Yeah.
Like I applaud myself in being the rambling idiot.
Yeah.
You know, I edited to make it not sound so silly.
sporadic and stuff.
But I have 45 thoughts in 45 minutes.
Right.
And I get every one of those motherfuckers on tape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
I enjoy this.
Yeah.
I wish that I could have this. But I lightweight don't want it because I feel like I've created my own identity doing that. And I'm not a biter. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I feel like I
heard otherwise.
Yeah, I'm
little freak dude. Hey, they used to call this nigga the chupacabra.
Stupid.
Chupacabra.
But no, I really love what's happening here.
Yeah.
And I, like I told you guys, I wanted to give y'all flowers because y'all deserve it.
Yeah.
And
We appreciate that very much.
it's this is a beautiful thing. I would have never thought that one day I would be invited to do a podcast
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're glad you accepted.
And have your own podcast.
and have my own.
You got a question or any information you want to give this guy?
Just keep going.
Right.
Just keep going. Like
That's my shit.
just consistency over like instant gratification. Like what you're doing is beautiful. And say like I always think of it right now. Like even if my kids don't watch this right now, or my
if
wife
you
doesn't
were to
watch
die,
it,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I don't die, I know that she got 21 hours of content out there to see me in my freest form, in my creative form. Like, you know what I mean? And like the message to you, like, keep going. And like, I like what you're doing. I can totally tell that you're like that. You're that persona of rambling and like.
But that's me though.
Right.
I did that
is
shit
you.
with you playing Madden games in 2005. Like,
Yeah, I've seen you rock the clubs. I've seen you like be a DJ, and it is random as hell. But everybody would leave there going, "Damn, I liked how Jeremiah adapted to the night and just made it what it was." Like if it was a slow night, you would be talking about it being slow, but then you would get it popping. So it's like you've been doing this, and I say just keep
doing
going.
it. Right.
And don't get you. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, don't get yourself like crapped out over the numbers and just keep doing it for the sake of doing it. Because if you just pay attention to like the fact, like I don't know, some of the videos have like fucking 18 views and shit like that. You need to get ran the fuck up, nigga. So just stay consistent and just just keep doing what you're doing and just don't get in your own way because you're doing everything organic in the right way.
Right.
Just don't get in your own way by letting the mentality slip and fool yourself that you're failing because you're like, I'm not at 1 million followers yet because I'm the nigga over here. Like we've been doing this and we're on episode 21 right now.
It's not instant gratification.
And,
it's hard.
And it's one of my biggest flaws that I constantly battle every day is patience. And people are always, I'm impatient, or some people think it's like cute to be impatient when really is I'm so envious of people that have like mastered patience because that's
hard.
a dope virtue. And
That's
like
so hard.
It sounds simple though, but when you master patience, when you meet people like that, you'll notice those are the type of people that no matter what's going on in this wild world, like they don't jump out of character. Like nothing shakes them because they're so patient and calm that until everything's been said and done, they don't trip till they know there's something to trip about. You know what I'm saying?
I feel.
And so
I compare it to like sports. You know, we all grew up playing sports, watching sports. We all were taught talent doesn't beat out hard work. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You can be the most talented editor, the most talented talker, whatever it is, but if you're not willing to keep going and putting forth the effort to get better and get to that level, it doesn't
look
matter.
what happened to Booby Miles, nigga.
He
You said, Coach, you want to win? Let me in. Put booby spin. Look at your knee, nigga. What are you doing now? That nigga's probably making shakes at the Shake Shack down in fucking.
But for real,
Odessa.
like just keep doing your thing because regardless of if you like, I just we understand that's you, and the more you do it, the more everybody. If you have 500 viewers or 5 viewers, if they watch all of your episodes throughout those repetitions, they're gonna realize, this is him. This is how he is, regardless. So just keep it up and keep doing your thing, dog.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Do you have anything to say to us? Any information? Any?
Yeah. The Venmo didn't clear.
We'll make sure J Dot takes care of that for
I'm
you.
pretty sure it was like, yo, you want to come do this?
So we got a fat check for you.
My agent is a shithead. I'm gonna fire that agent.
Stupid. It's like, well, I just want to.
I thought your niggas said we were just gonna give him a gift card and it'd be good.
I got
Wait,
him.
hold on, we got a gift card.
I got him a cake pop from Starbucks. Like, I don't know.
That nigga sat on it earlier.
Again, we want to thank you for coming in.
Thank
It's
you
a
for
dope
having me.
episode. Appreciate it.
Kinda Kidding podcast.
Kind of kidding. If you guys
check me out, podcast on Instagram.
make sure, give me a motherfucker. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Motherfucker, you do, nigga. Shut your bitch ass. Everybody want to be me, nigga. Shut up. Fuck, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
In my defense, I normally do this myself.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I got you. We got you. We're gonna take care of you. These fuck niggas know better. Raise your hand, nigga. Raise your hand.
What you mean these fuck niggas? J Dot's the one fucking up.
Yeah, today
1 out of 21, and it's all me.
It's your fault. It's like a piece of shit.
21.
No, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 21 in the books. This shit has been fire. We got our host Jeremiah. I'm your host too. Excuse, I said our host, our guest.
See, I'm already. Hey, I'm about to be.
I'm not here next week. This nigga's just me.
We like to welcome y'all back to the
I'm your host, Chain. This is my dog,
Johnny B.
and my other dog.
J. White, the Fi guy.
And then our motherfucking guest.
I'm the Jeremiah, and I love y'all.
And where can we find you, my guy?
Kinda.kidding.podcast on Instagram. I think it's kinda.kidding.podcast on TikTok, but the TikTok is weird.
Yeah,
so
it's a little different.
I don't know how to get a follower on the TikTok. So we gonna focus on the Instagram. The TikTok be fucking with me.
And you're audio on all platforms, right?
All platforms.
So
Kinda kidding.
There's no excuse. Make sure you guys tune in. If you watch this episode, I expect my dog's numbers to go up, 5 to 18.
Run that nigga shit
Run
up.
it
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Don't be bitch ass niggas. Do his shit like you do our shit first. But then, but then go do his shit. His shit, he's audio only. This nigga can be enjoyed by blind people.
Stupid.
He can just
Yeah, we
tune
know what
in.
audio means, nigga.
Some niggas don't.
But again, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you tune in next week. We love you. We out.